It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 80 yards. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Here's Williams to throw on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Williams now from the gun on third down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Williams off play action. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes out this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They go play action with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A handoff. Dorsett up the middle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. An inside give. Here's Portis. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Milne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On the give, here's Portis. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Williams able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Dorsett. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now Williams on third down. He's got it complete to Clark. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They hand it off to Portis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. T.J. Yeldon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side with Dorsett. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The throw on target there to Mill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Williams throwing on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Shi Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This taken in at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Wilson. Nifty move, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Wilson. Throw left side, going to be caught by Largent. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down. Wilson will throw again. Short throw to Disley. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On the give, this is Dorsett. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Wilson now off the bootleg. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Here's Portis. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a carry for Portis. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Williams throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Williams now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Carter, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They'll look to throw again. The open man is Clark, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A run with Portis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Clinton Portis with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give left side. It's Portis, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Portis. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Williams' throw caught by Sanders. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Milne. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Johnson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tony Dorsett from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Washington, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.